Alright, so for those of you who haven't watched the first video, this is me and my friend decided to figure out which shotgun would be the best after the Model 1887 nerf. So we did a SPOS 12 versus the Model 1887 using stopping power, bling, and steady aim. The bling attachments for the SPOS were red dot and grip, and the bling attachments for the models were, I believe, FMJ and Akimbo. So in this video, I'm using the SPOS, or I'm using the models rather, and he's using the SPOS. In the other one, we switch it up and I use the SPOS. So he gets off to a good start here, much like I do in the other video. It's a two-parter just so that it's equal, so you can't say, oh, you know, the SPOS only won because he was using him. No. The models actually win both games, and I think they're still superior because of the FMJ glitch, which is if you attach FMJ to them with Akimbo, they have the range that they had before the nerf, like right there. So, I mean, if you did watch the SPOS one already, which is intended to be the first part, then you pretty much already know all about, you know, how the models have more range with FMJ and how you can, you know, hit marker someone at the SPOS, but you'll blow them away with the models. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much more to add here. This is just kind of here for you guys to see that the models are still superior. I mean, here I am saying they're superior when I'm losing, but I just get off to a bad start, because I've never actually used the models before, until, like, you know, 20 minutes before filming this, so kind of, you know, getting the hang of it. I really despised the models, you know. I hated shotguns overall for a while, and I would just use, like, machine pistols, but, you know, I've kind of recognized that shotguns are probably, without a doubt, the best secondaries to have, so, you know, I'm trying to make do. So it's still 150 to 250 when I find a good kill where I, like, see right here, he can't hit me at all. See, you notice he fired 2 shots, couldn't even hit me. But when I fire shots at the same range, it's a one-shot kill. It's kind of, you know, the FMJ glitch right there. It's kind of a fail on my part. I missed, but it would have been another kill. See, and then right there, just totally blow him away before he can even get a shot off. So, I mean, a lot of it's just not rushing, you know? If you're playing too overly offensive with radar always on, you're just gonna get fucked. Sometimes you have to just sit back and let them come. What we were doing is, like, if you died, you had to kind of rush the other person. And then, you know, it's kind of like the winner gets to go on. So what's interesting is, I was explaining in the other video about how aiming down your sights is pretty good, but in a lot of these kills, he's actually just totally shooting from the hip, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of iffy, because it does take time to aim to your sights, but if you know that someone's coming with radar always on, you can just be aiming down your sights before they come and gain a ton of accuracy. But, you know, if someone just comes around the corner, it's much better to, you know, fire from the hip, because that way you're guaranteed to get your shot off, and you have a chance at killing them before you get outplayed by the Model 1887. So here, I get 2 shots on Painkiller, but probably would have killed him without it. I don't know why we did Painkiller, we probably shouldn't have. Yeah, that's kind of a funny kill right there. And that's a fail by me. Here, but this is actually a good range kill with the SPOS if you watch. See, and it's totally from the hip, which is interesting. Because when you fire from the hip, what those those 4 little lines going horizontally and vertically in the middle of your screen, the aiming, you know, UI, basically, when you fire from the hip, your bullets can go anywhere inside that little, if you connect all of them together, it forms a little, what's the shape? It's like a sideways square, a diamond. Sorry, I'm retarded, but yeah, it forms a diamond, and your bullets can go anywhere within that area. So, you know, if you're up close enough to someone, your bullets are going to be guaranteed to hit them, but from, like, back here, my bullets could go anywhere in there, so I have a chance at missing. That's why it's much better to aim down the sights when you can. I don't know why I switched weapons here. It was really dumb. I could have gotten a kill. So here I am rushing him again, and I think I'm going to go up here and kind of get a cool kill jumping off. I don't really remember. Yeah, I get it. And that's, you know, high ground is always going to be superior to being on the, you know, below. I don't know why that is, but it just seems to be that way. And there's another kill. See, he's trying to get close enough to where he can take a shot with his SPOS, because he kind of has a feel for where, you know, he can hit me and where he can't. And, you know, if he knows he can't hit me, there's no reason to take a shot, because that just guarantees that you're going to die. He's just trying to get close, but the models just have so much range. If you play it properly, you should never lose. You should never even die once with the models, but I'm, just for video's sake, we're kind of rushing, and, you can get outplayed by someone with a SPOS. If they, if they can get close enough to you, you should lose. Or if they can make it so that you just hit marker them with the models, and then they can respond with a shot from the SPOS. If you're both firing, like if we fired right now, and he hit me and I hit him, but neither of us died, he would win, because the SPOS can fire faster than the models can. But that's usually never the case, just because the models have such huge range, and they're lethal from so far away with this FMJ glitch. So it's pretty imbalanced, I'd say. I mean, it's more balanced now, definitely, with the FMJ, with the nerf. So you can't just use Akimbo. You have to use Bling with Akimbo and FMJ, because the models are really, really terrible without FMJ. Because if you just Akimbo them after the nerf, I mean, it's really bad. Like, I would never use that in a million years. But the SPOS with grip is just like infinitely better than a pure Akimbo 1887 after this nerf. But if you add FMJ, the models are still superior. So, bottom line is, on any class that you're using Bling, you should definitely be using the models with FMJ and Akimbo. And then, if you're not using Bling, definitely do a SPOS with grip. Or, I mean, machine pistols are good too, like the Raffica. I love the Raffica. It's a one burst kill, much like the M16. But, it's all kind of playstyle preferences, what works well with whatever class you're using. Yeah, so I'm taking kind of a big lead here, because I'm kind of getting more of a feel for the range on the models, and I kind of understand, because I've used SPOS since level 1. I'm like, just now level 70, whatever. I haven't been playing that much, but I have a really good feel for the SPOS, just because I use that on pretty much every class I have, because I really liked them, and I was trying to get fancy there. I don't know why my guns went up in the air. I could have gotten a kill, but anyway, I really like the SPOS, so I use it a lot, so I have a really good feel, for the range it has with grip. So I kind of understand, where he can and can't hit me from, but now I'm starting to get a feel for where I can hit him with the models, and I realize that that's a lot farther away. So if I just keep my distance, he really can't even touch me unless I'm rushing him or he jumps off or something. Like there, none of his bullets even hit me, and I just blow him away. Here again, I hit marker him and he can't even hit me. Oh, that's actually a good shot. See, he knows if he rushes here, he won't be able to hit me, and I'll just blow him away. Oh. Playing defensively. Oh yeah, this is a fail. I tried to YY my ammo, and I didn't hit Y the second time, so I just pulled out my SCAR. But yeah, if you have like one shot left with your 1887, they take, ages to reload. Just hit X and get like a couple bullets, then hit YY really fast, and you'll switch to your primary and then back to your secondary, but now your models will have 6 shots instead of 2. It's a good little trick. Because people will rush you when they see you reloading, so you can just YY and blow them away. I did that in the other video if you watched it. And yeah, and for that other video, at the end of this one, there'll be an annotation that you can click, and a link in the sidebar. So you can kind of see it from both perspectives. And the models have a pretty clear advantage in both videos, but we thought, if we would have done this without FMJ on the models, it would have just been totally one-sided. Like, I don't even think the person using the models would have gotten 10 kills. Because the SPOS with grip is actually really good range. Just the models with FMJ and Akimbo outdo it a lot. Okay, so, yeah, that's the end of that. So, tell me what you guys think in the comments, and don't forget to watch the other video if you haven't yet. Peace.